Hey YouTube, welcome to Viking Preparedness. I'm PJ. This is take like 4, and I was trying too hard in the other take, so I'm just going to get right to it. 1,000 YouTubers have talked about this. We are getting ready to experience supply chain problems, right? Not only the normal stuff that's going on, but the excitement that's fixing to kick off in Europe and South China Sea and that area. It's going to affect things. And so what I told the people on Patreon is one thing you should do, and I am not a financial advisor, okay? I'm not. So I'm just talking to you like Joe right now. What I recommend, what I do is if you have money sitting around, in a bank account or something, I don't think it's doing you much good. And I think it could be worthless in a week. And so to the extent that you need stuff, you should get some stuff. One of the things that you need is tribe. Tribe costs no money. You need a crew. You need people. I talk about this all the time on Patreon. And then as you go further down that road of gathering people, forming, storming, norming, performing, you start having something that works, and you can start divvying up duties and responsibilities. And so what I'm going to show you in this box today, there's several things in it. I'm only going to show you one thing. I just got this box the other day, and technically it doesn't belong to me. It belongs to the tribe, and it's under the care of our CMO, our Chief Medical Officer. We have lots of duties handed out to different Shofarians, and we have one person whose primary duty is to staff, man, build, run our clinic, and all the stuff that goes with it, all the way down to individual training, for medical matters, things like that. Maybe that's worth another video on another day, but this is actually that person's stuff. But I'm going to talk about it, and like I said, I'm going to talk about one thing in particular today. I'm going to start small and build. Nope. There we go. Come here, you. When this whole system goes pop, do you have the means to care for you and yours? And care for you and yours covers a myriad of things, from medical, which I'm going to talk about, to security, to spiritual well-being. You have to be whole-rounded organization, and you really do need people. You need an organization to cover all your bases. But what's your medical situation like at home? What are your medical supplies? You got mindset, skill set, tool set. This is provided, everything in this box is by Refuge Medical. Now, I am not making any money off of this. I like Refuge Medical for a couple reasons. One, they have what I think is the best gear out there in the industry, if you will, of medical type gear. I'm going to read you some notes. They're on all the continents. They've been used by the military, blah, blah. Their prices are excellent. Everything in their kits is made in America by Americans. It's not that cheap stuff, knockoff stuff. It's all real, and it's proven. It's proven stuff. And then finally, and not insignificantly, Refuge Medical is run, manned, conducted by my friends and brethren. And so, yeah, there's that. At least I know where they're at morally. And so they're good. And so this first thing that we have here that I want to talk about, and honestly, you need this, is the Bearfac 3.0. The Bearfac 3.0. And for those of you in the know, you can tell I just got this because the tourniquet is still in the wrapper. When you actually get this, and I will set this kit up, you want to take that wrapper out, you want to stage your tourniquet and put it back so it's ready to go. Well, what if you don't know how to do that? Well, you need training. Refuge Medical also does training. I think they just came back from an MTT out to New Mexico, or something. Look, I was in Special Forces for 20 years. I was in for 17 years. I was in the infantry for 3. I received a lot of medical training in my career. And the first time I went to a refuge medical class, it was mostly because they're my buds, you know, and they're having a class and they invited me. So I'm like, sure, I'll go. Support the cause. I wasn't expecting much. I was not shocked. I was happily surprised. It's really good training. And I've been, I think, 3 times now, because you can never have too much training, and it's just good practice and tune-up. And so they will teach you how to use everything in this kit. But there's that. Let me just read you some details about it. And I put it here and you can see it. Oh, pull the scissors out. There we go. See, if I was really good, I'd have a little stand right here to go. But that's it. I'm going to set it down and read. I got some extras with mine. I got a decompression needle, a tourniquet, shears, things like that. All right, this kit is designed to handle all your, breathing, bleeding, mobility, all kinds of injuries or things that you have to deal with. It is, honestly, and you're going to see, ideal for your home, for your church, for your school. And you know where this one's going for me? They asked me what color I wanted. And you would think, Tactical Joe is like, hey, man, I want coyote brown. I want, multicam. It comes in a bazillion colors, Ranger green or whatever. No, I said give it to me in red, because this one is replacing the inferior first aid kit, which is actually not a bad first aid kit, but this is better. I already know what's in it, in my car, in my vehicle. And what I do with my vehicle first aid kit is I mount it behind the passenger headrest. So I'm driving here, so I can just reach over and get it. And also the passenger can get it if they need it. But it's right there, because behind me it would be too hard to get. But bam, that's where I mount it. I've got one there already. I'm going to replace it with this one. So that's a cool idea. It has better standards. It exceeds the requirements for the military first aid kit. It's guaranteed forever. It's used in all the branches of the military. It's already saved a bazillion lives. It's all on their website. RefugeMedical.com. Oh, and I'm going to tell you how you can get 10% off everything at Refuge Medical. All right, yep. All different colors, all kinds of stuff. All right, let's just get to it, shall we? So I have a tourniquet on the outside. Some of these things are add-ons, some come with it. I have these North American Rescue shears for your oxygen bottle. Do you have an O2 bottle in your group? We have several. Why don't you? I know. You know a way to get that stuff too is to become an EMT. Oh yeah. All right. So it comes in this heavy duty case. Again, in different colors. This has reflective and it's red because I want it high vis. I want it to look like it. It's got molly webbing. And again, it comes in like green and I think it even says it on here. Black, red, coyote tan, gray, OD green, Ranger green, Marpat, and multicam. I mean, come on. It comes in every color under the sun, every pattern. It's a good kit. Molly webbing, things on the side. You got stuff on the side here. The loops and such. So you open it up. Now, it's tough to protect the contents so that if you have it on kit or somewhere other than the back headrest, that's nice and easy. You can get to it. Inside of it is a deployable. It's kind of like a bare thing. Bare independent. Pouch. Whoa! I've never pulled this one out. I dropped the scissors. Why do you have scissors? If you don't know, you need training. So there's that. Okay, so that's just an empty pouch now. And it comes in this deployable pouch right here. All of these are packed by hand by the people at Refuge Medical. I've seen videos. Matter of fact, if you've seen the Vice video that I'm in, they're all sitting around their shop packing things. So it opens up like this. Boom. Look at that. Now, here's something I was thinking about talking to you all about. When you get this kit, don't just look at it one time, put it away, and go, we're good. We're prepared for anything. No, you're not. You need, one, training on how to use all this stuff. Two, you need to be very familiar with where stuff is, because when you're under stress, when your loved one is bleeding out or screaming or whatever, you don't want to have to try and do an inventory at that point. You want to be familiar with your stuff. I'm pretty sure Refuge Medical sells training things like this that are used for training also, like training kits and stuff. I know I have some. All right, so this came out of the pouch like that. It has an elastic loop right here. You could put another tourniquet or whatever. There's a tourniquet here. There's nitrile gloves. You got tape. You have an emergency trauma dressing. You have a decompression needle. I think that's an add-on. Sharpie. Wow, look at this. This is your trauma stuff right here. There's even an eye cup. Like if somebody's got a protruding object on their eye, so you can cover their eye. It looks like duct tape, iPad dressing, NAR responder, compressed gauze, survival blanket, treat for shock, that kind of thing. And then there's another pouch. There's more stuff in this pouch too. There's another pouch up here, another set of shears. Why do you have two? Because you could be working as a group. It's like, hey, here you go. And sometimes you have to uncover wounds to treat them, right? So you got two going on here and a bunch of other stuff, which I'm going to read you. Are you ready? Everything that's in this kit. I'll do it fast. Oh, and here's the thing too. None of this stuff is like filler. Like, oh, let's just throw that in there and, then we'll have 101 items. No, all of this is thought out, consulted with, bounced off of medical professionals, trauma specialists, to design this kit. And so listen to what they got. Refuge Medical Patch. Well, that's important. By God, I need my morale patch. I'll put it on my body armor. Hey, come on. All right, Gen 7 cat tourniquet. A cat tourniquet. Quick clot bleeding control dressing, trauma shears, I showed you them. Hyphen chest seal, 2, because when you have an entrance, many times you have an exit, and we need to patch them both. Nasal pharyngeal airway, goes up through your nose. Emergency trauma dressing, 6 inches, burn dressing, abdominal pad, triangular bandage, a bazillion and one uses. Compressed gauze, the space blanket, survival blanket I showed you, 4x4 gauze, 2x2 gauze, rolled gauze, eye shield, iPad gauze, duct tape, I told you that, medical tape, permanent marker, nitrile gloves, antiseptic towelettes. And I had an additional tourniquet, shears, quick clot, rolled gauze, decompression needle, and quick clot Z-gauze. Look, you can treat almost anything with this kit. It is thorough. It has all the important things in it for you to deal with an accident, which is why you need one in your car, which is why you should have one at your cubicle where you work. Get your office to buy one and hang it on the wall. I did that. When I worked in cubicle land, I got with my office and I said, hey, we need a medical kit. And then I went shopping and I said, we need this one. And we bought it. Quick clot, buy quick clot. And so you could have it there. Your church. I used to teach church security teams at various churches. I'd go train them and, they'd stand them up. I'd train them and leave them with documentation and stuff like that. And one of the parts of training for the church security team, so everybody thinks it's all, James Bond stuff, is medical. Because probably there's going to be bleeding people if you have to employ your church security team in the gravest of circumstances. And so how are you going to address that in the 20 minutes it's going to take for the ambulance to get there once it's called? You need good medical training and good medical gear. This would be ideal for that. It would be a great kit for that. Guys, shortages are coming. Your ability to get stuff, even though none of this is made in China, none of it. When the system breaks down, it's hard to get stuff. So I recommend you give Refuge Medical a look. Peruse their site. Do the American thing. Be a consumer, man. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Understand this. You'll see on their site, it's all American made. There's no cheap crap in there. Even if you don't yet know how to use everything in here, and unfortunately, many of you don't. If it were up to me and I was king, I would make PE, physical education, for seniors in high school, have a first aid module where they could all basically use this kit. Be able to do that stuff. Time's time. Tick tock, tick tock. We live in an uncertain world. Here's the good news. Everything on Refuge Medical, everything, you get 10% off if you use the coupon code Viking. And here's another reality. I make nothing off of the sales. Nothing. I don't care. This is good gear. You need to have it. Those are my friends who are making it. You can read the testimonies. This stuff's used by SOF units right now out there. There are some units out there that are trying to get their bosses to okay this over what they've been issued because they just got issued it and they know that this stuff is better. Refuge Medical. Use the code Viking. It'll get you 10% off. Again, the only dog I have in the fight is I care about y'all. I appreciate good gear, and it's my friends and brethren who are putting this stuff together for you. Even if you don't have the training to use this, one, you should get that training. They provide it also. Two, somebody may happen by who has the training, and you can say, here, go seal up their chest hole. And they'll be like, great, cool, and do it. Give them a look, refugemedical.com. I will be showing you what else is in this heavy box in another video at another time. All right, hey, stay safe, y'all. Get training, skill set, mindset, tool set. Work on all of them, and I will see you out there.